Welcome back, everyone. So, Monday was a loss, Tuesday was a win. So, I just kind of combined them into one big video. So, you do see my losses. So, we're above the 15-minute opening range and watching price. I'm like, okay, looks like we're going to go up, right? So, I take the long position. Well, could not be further from the truth. Instantly stopped out next candle. I mean, I could have re-entered on the pullback and waited for that, but we were above, everything was above, so I just took the buy. So, yeah, it was a loss, but not much I could do. Technically, all my rules were followed. So, get back in, looking to win back some money from that loss on the continuation. And this one kind of scared me for a little bit, those wicks, right? I'm like, did I just get fooled again? It's stalling out, but NQ is still kind of up there. And now NQ is starting to stall out. And I'm like, all right, is this the end? Back to back losses. But price said, nah, not today. Took my partials and I locked in break even. I did not want this to be a loss. So I made sure we start locking in profit and keep going until we're stopped out. And I believe we were just, yeah, that's right. So we got half of that loss back. So now we're still in the red, but not as much. And that is when I start watching price and thinking, can we get in another position? So price is starting to fall off on ES. I'm looking at NASDAQ. It's still in buy territory, right? Hasn't gone to the 15-minute range yet. And then boom, ES really falls through. And I'm looking, all right, is this a setup I could take? Forming NQ still high, but it is below the 21 EMA. But really, it's mixed matched right now. There's really no sync of price. But I jumped in anyways. So now we're basically at break even because that last AM trade was a winner. Now we are approaching the 15-minute opening range on the ES. So I'm kind of going through figuring out, are we going to continue up higher? And I do believe we are going to pull back to that pivot point and into the 15-minute opening range. But we do have that fair value gap as well. So that's where I'm looking to take these trades and take some partials on the way up into that zone. So just checking everything, looking where the stocks are going, where price is. And I was like, should I scale out aggressive? No, I don't know what I'm thinking. Let's just go back to my normal. And obviously my brain was kind of mixed from this morning's the AM session that, winning and losing kind of doesn't sit right with me mentally, and it kind of gets me off my game, right? No matter how hard I try, it still gets to me sometimes. So this is one of those days where I was just kind of flip-flopping on my rules and nothing was really making sense, and at least we got minimal damage done, right? So anyways, just taking this trade up, it's a little riskier because again, we're going against the main rule. If we're below the 15-minute opening range, we're looking for sells. If we're above, we're looking for buys. And we're still looking, and I'm like, all right, well, should we re-enter? All right, let's re-enter. Re-enter, but then I do my aggressive scale out this time. And guess what? Boom. Took a loss. So now we're in the red, and I'm trying to figure out, should I keep trading or not? Well, I'm like, all right, we're below. We respected that fair value gap. This is a sell, right? This is my rule, right? We're below the 15-minute opening range. We're looking for sells. So I jump in this one. We're below the 21 EMA. There's that inverse or that fair value gap drawn out across. we're back below it and price is respecting it. So I'm like, there's no way we're going higher. That was just the liquidity grab slash false break to flip it the other way. And it was a good read on the market because look at boom, price melted, touched my limit order, but did not get me out. And I should have been before the pivot point and not at the pivot point or just below the pivot point because stuff like that happens, right? So I should have got out earlier than trying to be greedy and wait for some reason until it passes it a little bit. Anyways, we are now on to today, which is October 22nd. We are in the AM session, and today was a much better day of trading. So yesterday we ended like negative $3, like basically break even. So today, basically starting at zero for the week and some really great trades. So just looking at the price flow overall, higher time frame, market up, down, what has the daily candle done so far? And just waiting. We're waiting for price to show us a direction. Dollar's going up, whereas these three down here could be showing selling strength as they have not broken structure to the upside besides NASDAQ, which grabbed liquidity. So, and then look at Apple gap down, drawing in that new day opening gap. And NVIDIA is still kind of slowly grinding up, even though we dropped as well. So are we going to break below the new day opening gap? Looks like on the smooth candles, we are looking for sells, but again, we are waiting to break a side. 15-minute opening range, which side are we going to go to? Now, I will admit this trade I did get in a little early. I should have waited for a close above it, and we almost lost this trade, but it ran to our profit and quickly. And there would have been a real setup after that big run. It did pull back, and we could have got in on a continuation, but again, big win. I just got out. So right here, I enter the trade on a market order, and look, it looked like a false break, and I was like, what was I doing? That should not have been a real trade. I got that price explosion to the upside just kind of sucked me into the trade. I was like, no, I'm not part of this liquidity, am I? Am I going to get ran out again right away like yesterday? But overall, everything was looking to go to the upside. It's just my entry, I got in a little earlier than that confirmation I usually wait for. So again, I'm telling you right now, there's still no trade, even though I'm getting partials right here. And this candle just, I'm not even fast forwarding it right now. This is live time. That candle just smacked up there. And I'm thinking, all right, this is the signal I would have been waiting for. Even though it was a giant candle, we would have waited for a little pullback, which these giant candles usually do. And then we would have got in on a buy to take it to that pivot point. But got lucky on that one, jumped in a little early, and it worked out in my favor. I'm not going to consider that a great win, but it was still a win, and I'm taking the money, right? So we're going to go into the PM session right now, and I got into this trade before I started filming because when I turned the charts on, it was already a great setup. We had that big up candle. We're above the opening range, and we're looking like we're going to do a continuation up. So little sneak preview of the indicator I'm working on. I'm working on the signals for that right now. So I'll release it to anyone that is in our email group. If you go down and join the 5-day free price action bootcamp, you'll get added to our email list, and then you'll get updated when that indicator is finished. And it's working really good right now. So back to the trading. Anyways, we're still looking long. NASDAQ is pushing higher. ES is kind of not showing much strength, but we are showing strength. And I'm scaling out aggressive. We're up on the day, and boom, another big candle just slammed to the upside. This was a better entry, as it was what I waited for. You know, that pullback, and that pullback went down, respected 21 EMA, and then we started going to the upside. So great execution trade on this one, and another win. So we are up on the day now, or the week, I should say. The stats were in the beginning of this video. I don't see them exactly right now, but hope this has helped you out. I guess I'll start including my losses in these videos, but just wait till I get some good trades to talk about, so the video is not just fast forwarding through losses, right? So I think this will be suited better for YouTube, as you could still learn from my losses. I could break them down, what I did wrong, or if it was just a loss, right? You can't win all the time. So if you haven't already, subscribe, click that thumbs up. If these are helping you out, let me know if you like this. Really, I'm doing these for my own kind of journaling and talking through my trades, so mentally I could just start becoming in sync and reviewing my trades and going through my thought process, and this is going to help me become better in the long run. And also, I'm documenting everything and my growth along the way. So see you in the next video, and peace.